Lalela, check it out, Fethu. We are absolutely privileged, namhlanje. Absolutely privileged, Fethu. We are joined by a real icon, Fethu, in the music space and actually in South Africa, Fethu. I mean, I feel like you can go anywhere in Africa and you can mention this man's name and people will put their hands up and say, yes, we respect him. So how much more La Ekaya? So please help me welcome Zakes Bantwini. Zakes, sawubona unjani?
I'm good, my bro. How are you?
Siphila kakhulu, Zakes. Thank you so much for this katsako. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much for having me on your show, bro.
Siyabonga, Zakes, so I'd just like to first ask you, Guti, as I'm sure Guti you're aware about the debates especially amongst the artists Guti, between being independent or not signing with the label. I mean, obviously it works for the individual, but just generally speaking now, Zakes, ngokubona kwakho as Zakes umuntu understandayo music in the industry yakhona and also who can relate with new artists. Ngokubona kwakho Zakes, do you recommend personally ukuthi a new artist sign it with the label or noma email?
It depends ukuthi iphi career yakho ufuna uba nayo ngakanani, you know.
Yeah.
You have, if you want to be a pop star, a superstar where your music is everywhere in the world,
yes,
you're definitely gonna have to think about working with a major. The major has offices almost everywhere in the world, you know. But if you wanna have a career, this is very niche. That speaks to a certain market, and you know where your market is. Maybe you want to say, "Oh man, I understand my market, and I'm very independent because I know I can fit my market. I know where these people, what they eat, where they are. I know how to connect with them." Maybe then you wouldn't need. So it's not a one-size-fits-all. It depends with what kind of a career you want to have. If you want to have a global career, I think there you might maybe you want to look at which measure and what kind of deals that you can maybe get on now.
Yes.
Which has a bonafide still independent in terms of your creativity. Some people would say independent, and also about to independent in terms of your business. If one independent in terms of creativity, usually I'm a record company, I'm sharing it, and once I'm a record company, are able to give them that independence. But I know you have independence of creating your own thing, which is that deal, we call it licensing. So do your music, but come and license it with us. So that's how it depends. When you say independent, what do you mean independent? Independent in terms of business or independent in terms of creativity or both?
Yes, so we call it independence, yokudayisa umculo wakho and let the label push it everything, and then we call it independence yokuthi usufuna yonke into wena.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Zakes, thank you so much. So Zakes, you've got an album coming out very soon. We are looking forward to it. I mean, obviously, you've dropped one of the biggest songs, two songs actually, with obviously Osama being one of them and the other one being Girl in the Mirror with Sky Wonder. So we are anticipating this album. So Cela, uSiphi release dates and can we pre-order from now?
Yes, so I pre-order manje. Go on my digital platform or pre-save the album. The album will come if you are on 3rd of December. So on the 3rd of December, the album is coming out. I think I might drop another singing before the album also comes. I think maybe by next week. I don't know, but I'm thinking of dropping the 3rd one because I met someone yesterday who said, "Please, I think why in the mirror or something." So I need a 3rd single. So I don't know, man. I think, but the album is coming out on the 3rd of December. 3rd of December is coming out. I'm really, really excited for people to listen and hear what I've been working for the past 2 years.
Definitely. I mean, I think you have to do Lomu to a service, Zakes, you know, you have to do a service. So what's the name of the album?
The name of the album is called Ghetto King. It's called Ghetto King. And it's the idea of a Ghetto King. And Mobuge, the album sleeve, is that I'm in space. And the idea there is that you don't associate this space with a Ghetto King and ghetto, you know. And it's futuristic in terms of like the music that one is doing is just putting two different worlds, the extreme worlds into one, you know, because we have a little bit of EDM on my music and you have a little bit of tribal house on the music, you know, which then gives you what you call Afro house or Afro tech, you know, when both these elements which are making music, dance music, on the tip. So I think that's why the success of Osama. I mean, you'll hear Osama being played in predominantly white station and predominantly black station. You know, I would kick into an audience like 90% white people. The following day, 90% black people. It's just one song, and the kicks that I'm doing. But I think the song appeals to each and everyone. You know, so I think that's what I love about this kind of sound. Is that, you know, it's able to travel everywhere in the world without forcing collaborations for the song to appeal into a different market. It's okay now, maybe we need a white singer so that it speaks to white people. Oh no, now we need an Indian singer so that it speaks to India. So now we need an African guy so that it speaks to African people. No, for original as it is, it's able to travel on its own. You know? Yeah.
Zakes, we julelile ngempela. So I just want to know before we move on. So le sound where you mixing a little bit of EDM ne tribal. Are you the first person to create sound ekanjena in South Africa or in the world? Or noma did you draw inspiration from maybe other people?
I cannot claim which I'm the only one, but I'll say I'm the one who's maybe making it much more popular in South Africa, you know. Because it's on radio. I think songs that are on radio, most of those particular songs are songs that I'm involved in, which represent Afro-tech. I mean, start from Amaka, you go on to Utando with Utak, now Osama, next is Girl in the Mirror, another one is Imadi by Kinda Soul and myself. So I think songs that I'm involved in are songs that are circulating on radio stations, which therefore makes me to be a guy who is popularizing this particular sound. But I cannot claim I'm the person. I'm the person who made it more popular.
Sicela ukuclaimela ngoba we haven't heard this sound anyway, so you're the guy. So Zakes, look, Osama is a massive song. As you said, it appeals to literally every single audience, and Ilapo, you're not even trying to make it appeal to every audience, so that's just how powerful it is. And considering when it dropped, I mean, it only literally dropped to September, like not that long ago, but it is, I can say Uguti, it is the best performing song of 2021 only because of when it dropped, right? So chances are it's gonna. Yes,
I mean, I just got the news yesterday. You know, I was called by a makeup company to give me the news because I mean we've been on for 10 weeks in a row now ever since the song was on Radio Monitor, and Radio Monitor saying that this is the first song to hit number one in the history of Radio Monitor in South Africa. You know,
that is crazy.
Weeks, which therefore makes it. You know, we're already making history because I mean, it's not like a domestic song. Like it's the song. It's international or local. There's never a song which has been number one in South Africa for 10 consecutive weeks. So I mean, it's something to celebrate.
Wow.
Because at least now that record is held by a South African. I mean, can you imagine having a record that is held by an American artist? You wouldn't embarrass me.
I've got so many questions to ask you. I just want to let you know that this is actually a personal highlight in my career to be able to speak with you. So I really appreciate ukuthi uvumile and isikwazile ukuthi sixoxe. I highly appreciate you and your music, and siyabonga ukuthi you're putting people on as well. New guys, Nana Arta, Sky Wanda, baningi nabo no skills futhi bahlezi bekusaluta. So umphefumulo wakho ubalekile. Your soul is worth 100 souls. But you didn't hear that from me. Siyabonga kakhulu Zakes.
Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting. I mean, without you guys, people wouldn't know about the song. So I really appreciate it, and thank you.